I was on a train and I was just saying, God, where are you at work on this train? Jesus, where are you? And so I kind of got up and started walking through the train with some friends, and I found this group of guys that were all drunk. They had beer cans lined up on the train windowsill, and they were just really, really out of it. And I said, well, this probably Jesus might show up here. So we sat down and started talking to him. And this man said to me this unbelievable story. When he found out that I loved Jesus, he said, man, I will never doubt that there's a God. And I was like, man, this is going to be a great conversation. Tell me the story. And he said, when I was a kid, I was playing up in a tree and I fell out of that tree really high up. I was falling down, about to hit my neck, and I stopped just inches off the ground and then rested. It was like God caught me. I said, man, that's amazing. And his response to me was, yeah, but I'll never serve him. And I said, okay, this is a really weird turn. Tell me, why would you not? And he said, my sister years later was playing in the front driveway and a car pulled in and hit her and ran her over and then sped away, and we never caught him. And he said, I would never serve a God that would save me and kill my sister. He was crying, I was crying, and we were just grieving this horrible situation. And I just asked the Holy Spirit, I said, God, what do you want to say to your child? This is your kid. How do you respond to this statement he's making about you? And I heard the Holy Spirit tell me to say some things to him. So what I asked him, I said, listen, I'm not trying to belittle your pain. I'm so sorry that this has taken place, but I want to ask you a question. And he said, yeah, what is it? And I said, did you ever catch who was driving the car? And he said, no, they never did. I said, well, I just want to ask you, did you see if it was Jesus? And he said, well, no. I said, well, why do you blame him for this when he wasn't driving the car? That wasn't, and I said, because when you describe this situation, Jesus says he came to give life and life abundantly. And, you're talking about this situation. And I'm like, I have a different person in mind that comes to steal, kill, and destroy. And is the devil. So I'm like, I wonder if you have a mistaken identity and you actually are blaming God for something that he didn't want. And that I feel him even grieving now. And